Peace and blessings, beautiful people.
Peace and blessings.
And this is Empress Imani.
And Empress Elisa.
And welcome to this episode of Sacred Love Lessons.
This episode is sponsored by House of Sacred Love, where you will find online courses for your personal development and growth. Sign up for a complimentary 21-day mind-body detox and learn how to design your life with affirmations. Get rid of stinking thinking today. houseofsacredlove.com.
So today, you guys, we are talking about self-sabotage. Self-sabotage.
Yeah.
And what sparked the debate was the Kevin Hart Oscars debate in self-sabotage, right? So I was thinking, like, in my own life, moments where I started feeling fear, and then I would withdraw, or I would do something or say something to blow up the spot. And then later on, I would be like, damn, why did I do that? Or another way of self-sabotage is listening to people and being distracted by things, you know, whether you're watching TV, that's a distraction, spending time on social media, instead of doing whatever it is you're supposed to be doing and working on. Or if you're listening to someone, because, you know, we all have those people in our lives or people that are around us in whatever capacity that be like, girl, if I was you, I would, and you fill in the blank, ... Because I truly feel like in this particular situation, some people were like, he already apologized. Yes, he did. But this is what the universe does, you guys. Like you say, I want A, and you really, really wanted it on your to live list. I don't call it a bucket list, but to live list. And you say, I want to do these things. And then the universe presents you with that because you said you wanted it, right? And then now that you're right here, guess what? She doesn't just give it to you. You have to be tested. You have to be tried and tested. So she give you that one last test to see if you're ready, to see if you can handle the magnitude and the weight of what you're asking for. And so that was his test. Are you willing to apologize one more time? Because just on the other side of this right here is your breakthrough. Just on the other side of this right here, the test, is your lifelong dream.
That's what he said was his lifelong
dream. You say
dream.
you want this, it's your lifelong dream. And you can have it. And I've seen people blow up the spot when I was in law school, when I was in undergrad. Like, you were so close to achieving the result that you wanted, and then you just blow up the spot. I've seen that with people. And so what we want to do today is we want to encourage you that in that moment where you feel like giving up, you feel like I just need to quit, you're closer. You're closer to reaching your goal, your breakthrough, than you think you are. And it's been my experience. Anytime I set a goal, when I get very close to achieving that goal, everything starts to happen. It's like Murphy's Law. Everything starts to happen. And I have to go back to my why. Why do I want this? Why am I doing this? What is the purpose? And that's why you got to be clear. You got to be clear on what you want. You got to be clear on why you want it. And because you're going to be tested. This is how life works. When you get to that very moment, the universe will say, guess what? She'll show it to you. Here you go. Now let's see what you're going to do. Are you willing? Are you willing? You know, are you willing to just leave people who look like you? I remember when I came through, you guys, many of you have heard this story before. When I came through, a lot of people told me, you ain't gonna never be nothing. You're gonna be on welfare for the rest of your life. You're gonna have a house full of kids. Because I didn't come from a family with means. I didn't come from an educated family. Actually, I was the first one in my family to go to college. I didn't come from that. So they were speaking from a place of fear. They were speaking from a place of that's all they knew, right? That's what they were speaking from. And they were speaking that on me. And I had to, every time someone did that, I had to cast it down with my words. I had to cast it down with my words. I had to focus on what it was that my dream was. And then I had to leave that environment. Like, I left the state to get away from that. And that was coming from people in my family, people that I thought were supposed to love me and support me. But again, they were speaking from what they knew. And so I understood that. Like, I understood at the time I didn't, but now I do. And it was like I had to get away from that. I was hearing it from classmates. I was hearing it from people in the community. And I just had to get away from that so I could focus on the end result. And I could not allow, no matter what happened in each moment, pivotal moment along the way, the universe would send me earth angels, strangers. Most times these people, some people did look like me, some people were a part of my community, were a part of my culture, but most of them were not. And they helped me. Earth angels that helped me in those pivotal moments where I just felt so tired. Like I couldn't take another step and I just needed some help. The universe would always send, God would always send someone to just hold me up, to stand in the gap, to hold my arms up because I had gotten so tired. And so, but I kept pushing forward no matter what. And I still made mistakes and missteps along the way, you guys. But no matter what, I just kept focused on the end result. The end result. What is the end result? What is the agenda? What is the goal? You know? And I just stay focused on that. And so I just encourage you today that no matter what happens, no matter what people are saying to you, no matter the distractions, eliminate the distractions, okay? And just stay focused on what it is that you want. And when you get to the very end, it's going to get harder. It always gets harder before you reach the goal. It always seems to, even when I was overcoming with my youngest daughter, when we was going through a medical crisis, things would get better and then they would get harder. And right before we got healing, it seemed like it got the worst. But we could not move off of what we believed. And so I just encourage you to stay focused on that. Don't let someone else tell you what you cannot be, what you cannot have, or that you should settle, okay? And those people may be rich or appear to be rich or wealthy. Those people may appear to have it all together. But sometimes you have to leave. You have to be willing to leave your community, to leave the culture, to step outside of what is normal, to be the bigger person. I think it was the Obamas that say, when they go low, we go high. Sometimes you got to be willing to go high in order to achieve what you want.
I just think, at that point, he says, how many times do I have to apologize for this? It's every time. Every time that it comes up and it's going to be standing in the way of you reaching the goals that you set for yourself, things that you want for yourself, every single time. Hey, like I said before, I'm a different person now, and I apologize and let me go host these Oscars. Let me go live my lifelong dream out,
Yeah, because
and I'm not going to let anybody deter me or distract me from doing something I've always wanted to do.
And I'm not going to sabotage myself.
Self-sabotage.
I'm not going to let ego or she-go get in the way. Because your mind will start telling you stuff. Yeah. Your ego will start telling you
Everyone
stuff.
has already told you how great you are, and then you did get selected for the Oscar, to host the Oscars. However, don't let that ego get in the way of you actually achieving that goal, because being selected, being asked is one thing. Actually getting on that stage and doing it is something else.
And that's another thing too. Sometimes you guys, you gotta let her stay in the car. You be like, Sasha Fierce, you can't go, girl. I gotta go in here. I need to take humility in the room with me. Yep. I need to take wisdom in the room with me. I need to take the anointing in the room with me. And if you come, that don't come. They can't come. Yeah. Everybody can't go.
Yeah, check pride, check ego right there. Leave them in the car. Let them wait on you. They'll be back. You'll be back in the car.
And that's what I like about Nipsey Hussle. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. Mm-hmm. He said everybody can't go.
Everybody can't go.
Everybody can't go. So you gotta leave that pride. You gotta leave that ego, that she-go. Sometimes you gotta leave some of them other people that's not saying what you need to happen in order to get you to that next level. Sometimes, okay? Yep. You gotta be willing to do that. And so that's our message, our encouragement for you today. We hope this helped. We love you, and until next,
be the light.
Be the light.